Brady Bunch, guys. It's, instead of being, you know, the girls and the boys, it's all guys. There's a lot of times where I understand where Lydia just doesn't answer her phone, doesn't text, and I have to track her down through other people, and they go, hey brother, she's on a break, she's in Florida, or she's out at yoga, or she's gone to dinner, or she's gone. I go, listen, dinner don't last 2 days with me, come on. And then I started thinking about, well, 4:30, 4:45 yesterday morning, that I still hadn't gone to sleep, and then I really started thinking about the guys in the house, the conversations that we had. And what's really unique is, as much as they've tried to teach you everything on and off the ice, they've also brought in the strangest individual, nuttiest, craziest kids. And I'm serious, if you really think about, and this is what I kept coming back to, every time I kept thinking, and I'm going to go through like different guys, and whether I do them through number, or I do them through kids that we know, but there's always been a tie to, you know, the kids in the frat house. I can still see me talking in a room and everybody getting the picture, and Alex Peck coming up and going, hey, oh, so Alex, you're good, we'll talk about it. Okay, we're good. I can still see Matt Steve sitting there going, straight-laced, straight boot. And so when Lydia asked me to say some things that were going to be sweet and sincere, I'm going to try to keep it at this, and I'm going to try to do the best I can. I can still remember Blake Siebenoller from day one, playing in Portland with us, and really being like dog and a bone, the kid that wanted information, looked at you stern. I can still see Max Rosberg, wired for sound, throwing stuff, passionate, caring, like a rooster on the run, but Max got it, right? I can still see Stephen Merle coming in, and it was a challenge, because if there's one thing that you work with all the kids, whether it was Max and the different kids that I'm going to keep mentioning, it's Stephen Merle was one of the kids that he was different, because he spent more time trying to figure out how he could get to me than I was going to get to him. And once I figured that out quickly, he would, he's going to shake his head, there would be days where he literally would come in and just do this. I go, oh boy, I got him now. I can still see Coach Corey sitting there going, Coach, why do you do that to me? I go, they're all coming along, leave them alone. We were at a practice one day, Stephen was having a tough day at the office and bagging pucks and getting pissed off and doing different things. Coach Corey, after we started to know each other a lot, came over to me and goes, what's Stephen's problem today, Mom? I said to him, I didn't say hi to him. You what? I said, I didn't say hello, Coach. Are you shaking? I said, I did not say hello. So he's in a frenzy. When we go at the halfway break, I'll make it a point to say hello to Stephen in front of all the boys. Leave it, let it be known. Stephen then came out to have one hell of a practice in the second half because Coach Bob said hi and he thought I was blowing him off. Then we get Jake Slater in the mix. The guy that really thinks he's got a real full package of hardware somewhere else, that can't talk to me without saying hello, without kind of like working the magic. And it's like, seriously, it's like, yeah, Coach, I got you. Hey, shotgun. You ain't got no shotgun down there, buddy. And then there's my little boy, Sebby. I spent more time learning
with you guys. I spent 30 years, I do it all the time, and I've been very fortunate since I was a bootlegger smuggling cigarettes and booze since I'm like 7, 8 years old on the golf course, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I got to really learn a whole lot of life. And so I've been very fortunate to continue to grow through the process. And then my little Jordan Severo comes along. So Coach, go ahead, Jordan, you've got a question, ask me. Right? We're gonna go through this. Yeah. Then little Isaac Che comes to us at Christmas time. And through Dirk Slaker and I and our contacts over the years of both being a little crazy, he says, I got a kid that's not happy in Chicago and I think we can help him. I said, okay, like what are we going to help him with? He wants to play hockey. I said, well, I just saw him not long back in October at Beantown. Kid's a good hockey player. Well, he comes in, his dad really happy. He thinks this is like heaven. He's really meant the whole package. And I go, hey, hold it. Just wait till the kids get to him. He come out of the gate, scored a crap load of goals. Yep. And then once the boys got to him, he really didn't know what his name was. He didn't know where he lived. He was smacking up cars when the boys got to him. There's a couple other things I want to make sure I touch base on. And he knows I haven't mentioned his word next, but he's got the same ties as to what Stephen and my son Ryan have. And it's called commitment. It's called respect. They've done a lot. They've sacrificed a lot to have a whole lot of other people in their lives. It's important. It makes them better people. When they get older, maybe someday they'll come along, give you a slap in the back, say, hey, Dad, how the heck did you ever put up with this? 20 kids, 30 kids, 40 kids. Every year you help 2, 3, 4. The phone blows off the wall all the time. It's the same thing as to what Brett and Lydia did. And it's really something that they're to be commended for. It's because of their sacrifices. It makes them better people. It makes them really understand just Lydia and my wife being loving and caring, and Brett kind of being like out there just trying to control the farm. But I got to tell you, like when you look at you guys, and even when we were out in Park City, Lydia came up to me and Ryan was coming in to Park City, and he, of course, my wife was driving me crazy and wanted to talk. Oh, how's Ryan? I said, listen, he's going to figure it out. He's going to sleep in the cabin. He can sleep at the bottom of the mountain. I got 65 kids to look after. I'm not going to get it. Hey, Zoe, this kind of reminds me of you, your hair. And so, when the girls clapping. He didn't report back in the first night. And I thought, well, he's something. Lo and behold, while you worry about everybody, you guys are all character kids. You're going to make it. You have goals, you have dreams, and believe it or not, we all have something in common as to what I did. I was a punk chasing a hockey dream. I was a punk that got my diploma mailed to me as well. I really did, I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm still a punk chasing the dream that I get to live through you guys. But one of the biggest things that when you look back over all the things that you do and the characteristics, you're going to get a little older. And you're going to look back on these days as each and every one of you as you're all so different. I got to touch base on some of the stuff that even where your parents are. I mean, when I look at Matt Steve, and I'm not trying to pick. Here's me being a little French Canadian kid up out of Northern Ontario. Didn't speak French, fought French, married a French girl. That's how smart I am. Don't laugh, like your name, you're coming up short. Okay. Oh boy. Some of the best hockey people I've gotten to be what I consider, and I have a lot of business acquaintances, but there's people to me that I call friends are dear to me. And somehow, some way, I've gotten to know whether in all the races and all the religions, some of the best people I've gotten to know over the last few years are people that really never wore a skate, grew up in a Jewish denomination, and I've learned more words in Yiddish in the last year. French kid, I'm a rat, Irish, Catholic, French, Yiddish, like learning different words like shysters. I used to say shyster since I was 7 years old. I finally learned a year ago after using it like 40 million times that it was a Jewish word, but it was through my Jewish hockey friends. Here's Matt Steve, Jewish cop, retired, goes to Florida, meets up with the Murrows and then through hockey. His mother is she's like whacked out on entertainment and running and working out and crashing and breaking ankles. Ryan Mantha, like between me and his mother being French, like now we've really got a bad mix. But here's a kid, Blake Siebenaller, like guy's gonna be in the movies. Alex Peck. The mother's the hockey jock. The dad, he's going to be on that like homegrown TV in Vermont. And then the house is with some little skinny gay guy. You know, I was sitting there at 4 o'clock in the morning thinking of all the different people. Isaac Che. Mother's a crazy, I think, Greek? Where Greek? Is it Greek?
No.
What is it?
Mexican and,
Bad mix, stop. Dad's a teacher, professor, know-it-all, trying to figure out the hockey world, and mom's got scissors in her hands. It don't work. Okay. Jake Slaker, got a good name. Gotcha. Lydia, I hope I'm being sweet and sincere, okay? We were sitting in Exeter. Huh? Oh, I got my time undone. Jake Slaker, I'm sitting in Exeter, and his dad brings his son for all the parents there to try and find his kid a job. Some guy who's had too much to drink drops and collapses at the front door, and the doctor in the house is sitting there with 2 hands on his beer trying to ask everybody else, is he okay? He's okay. I said, hey, like, I'm not the smartest guy, but you're the doc, like, shoot. He goes, you bastards are going to drink my beer, I know you will. Jordan Severo. His dad's the only guy, really, here's a well-rounded family, but I see where Sevi gets it. Midlife crisis, selling t-shirts out of the trunk of the car, trying to brainwash his kid, everything, what not to say, and he's what, what's Charlie, 2 years old? He's coming along nicely. He's coming along nicely. Max Rosberg, dad's a stunt man, bald-headed, crazy. Every time I look at the pool table, I still see him rolling over the top of it. Stephen Murrow, save the best to last, guys. You notice I went through the numbers. Stephen Murrow, mother so soft, so sincere, so kind-hearted, so giving. Do anything and everything for you. The old man, first man I ever met, do you know what you did to me tonight? I said, what did I do to you tonight? You got me out and I don't have anything in my hair. Really? I've never met a man go through hot flashes in my life. I caught his kid Jake tonight playing on the buttons, fixing them. I go, oh boy, he's got the old man gene. Am I going to live long enough to see this one? All kidding aside, I'd love to tell a lot more of you guys that I'd really like to tell. You've got phenomenal parents. Call them adopted parents. Call them whatever you want. They did anything and everything for you. Between growing up, respect, understanding, the Brady Bunch, the whole philosophy. You're all going to go off in your own different ways, but trust me, 30 years later, 36 years later, 40 years later, whatever it may be, your paths, they'll cross, boys. You'll stand there, maybe next year. Some of you are going to play wherever, whether it's midget hockey, whether it's college hockey, whether it's minor pro. I bumped into a guy I hadn't seen that was my roommate 35 years later, he's ready to